So my second video for today, as I told in my previous video, I went on a vacation to Austria and I went to Innsbruck, and wherever I am in the city I'm looking for vinyl or music, and I went to a Mediamarkt. I was in Innsbruck before. There weren't that much good vinyl shops, at least things I'm looking for, and I went to the Mediamarkt and I saw some nice albums. I saw Miles Davis, I saw all kinds of stuff, but I didn't want to spend too much money on new vinyl because I have a lot already. But I saw this one, Can, live in Stuttgart. Can is a well-known band from Germany. Krautrock is a genre, they call it. Maybe krautrock is not a genre of music, but more a period of time where a lot of bands made music. Krautrock was end 60s, 70s beginning, and then further on maybe more reaction from the children, from people who were in the Second World War, and they were against the government maybe, and made all kinds of music from folk to rock to electronic music. Kraftwerk is called krautrock, Attention, Dream. But Can is I think a very nice rock band. Have made a lot of, I think 15 studio albums, and there weren't much live recordings, and this is one of the first in a row of live recordings that's coming. There's also 71 till 77, a box set with live recordings. I saw in the LP box set, 70 LPs, there's also some live recordings, but this is a triple live set. It's pure musical, no singing. Damo Suzuki left the band by then. This is 1975 in Stuttgart, and this is the four remaining members of the band. I'm not that familiar with Can, so I'm not a huge fan, but I like the music very much. I have some studio albums by them, so I don't know exactly the names of the people. I think this is Erwin Schmidt, the keyboard player. Michael, I don't know his back name, but I will find out. Basically, this is Holger Tsukai on bass. This is Michael, I don't know his back name, and Jackie Leapside on drums. So nice triple set. Here, yeah. Why do such difficult? Because standing here, Michael Caroli's on guitars. You see here the tracks, 5 tracks. Part the song called Dry 3 is 35 minutes 58. Why the numbers? Because these aren't tracks from albums, regular tracks. It's more they start a jam and they see where it gets, and sometimes you recognize some parts from different tracks, but this is not that they play a track from that album. So it's a little improvisation, and it's very nice. It's made. I will show you, because then I'll make a mistake. This is the hype sticker. Let's see if you can show you in the light a little bit. It's not that easy, I see. This is a little 4-page booklet with some text. I was a big fan of Can, who has made tapes, Andrew Hall, and the tapes are used to make these recordings. Erwin Schmidt has with some compiled by Erwin Schmidt and René Tunner, and mastering by André Tockler and Dieter Denzer. And I must say, this sounds good. It's recorded by a tape recorder, I think, and it sounds good. All the 4 instruments are very well. You can hear very well in your music. So the drums, the guitar, the bass, and the synthesizers of the keyboards are very well heard. The inner sleeves are orange with some insect on there, so that's very special. And I have put the vinyl here, orange vinyl. It's very nice. It's on Spoon Records. That's the music where Ken, the latest Ken is put out on. And if you're a Ken fan, this is probably a very good live recording, and you let's check it out. So there's following a lot of more live albums by Ken. So this is one I bought in Austria. I also bought one in the bin. From Cheap Records. I didn't know it at all. It's a jazz record. It's Jonna Parson Johnson. It's a saxophonist who makes all the music. I think the saxophone sounds very nice. Sometimes he also make back noise is not a real good term, but that sounds annoying, and sometimes it's very good. But the sound of the saxophone is very nice. So an unknown artist for me. I listened a little bit to his music. It's also on Tidal and maybe on Spotify. So maybe you're interested in saxophone music. This is very nice to pick up. So that's what I bought on vinyl, and I also bought some things on CD for in the car. So the first I bought was this from Level 42. Just picked up some old records that I have from Level 42. I like the bass playing. I went to a concert. Level 42 is from 1980, 1979 maybe, 40 years old. And I'm very fond of the bass playing by Mark King. So in the early years I bought this vinyl, early tapes. I bought this solo record from Mark King and just put it on. Sounds very nice. Live recording I bought. That's not good for my vinyl. Live recording I bought, and of course I think this is the best album by Level 42. Maybe the first early tapes is maybe an earlier recording, but this is a very nice album with, I think, no bad tracks. It's very nice that if you buy some music and you go back in your collection, that you pick up all things. So this is the first CD I bought. Then I bought Miles Davis. I have some live recordings. I also saw Miles Davis one time live. Very nice. This is from a movie, Ascenseur pour le Chaveau. I listened to it once, so I can't say a lot. This is the complete recordings on a CD. It sounds okay. And some nice extra tracks on here. I think the first 10 are tracks from the film, first 10, and then some other edits from other tracks. So I think the saxophone by Barney Willen, of course trumpet, sounds very nice. Another CD I bought in the krautrock genre is Grobschnitt. Grobschnitt, the German band. This is their first CD. I listened to a few times in the car. Very nice album. I have a live recording by Grobschnitt. I didn't listen to that yet, but very young band by then, 17, 18 years. Here the story is told from the band, how the band was created, how they get their name, the other names they use. So very young, 17, 18 years old, and they get a record deal. And this is their first recording. Joachim H. Erik, alias Irok, Axel Halos, Felix, Stefan Danilak, Bernhard Ulleman, Pierre, Gert Otto Kuhn, Lupo, and Herman Quetting. So they made a lot of other albums. This is the first, a little bit symphonic, I think, symphonic progressive rock, I would call this genre. On this CD, remastered in 2015, are 2 bonus tracks. Live recording, I think the first, About My Town, is from 1971, so very early live recording. And then the last, Another Symphony, is the same track as Symphony, but this is 26 minutes long. So, Grobschnitt. And then another krautrock, Novalis, also a little bit of the symphonic rock. I read something about Novalis and Grobschnitt. Grobschnitt is sung in English, and some people say that's not their kind of music. I like English maybe better than German, because the Novalis is sung in German. 3 tracks: Aufbruch, Wunderschätze, Sommerabend. Novalis was I think a writer in the 18th century, 1788, 1908. That's why they call their name Novalis. Also a very nice album. So some say it's a little bit dull, but I like the sometimes Marillion kind of guitar working. So I don't get the book out. It's on Brain, very well-known label, German label. Maybe you check it out. It's the 4th album. I have another album bought in Innsbruck also. I didn't listen to that yet. Novalis Sommerabend. So this is what I bought this holiday in Austria. So, thank you for watching.